Hi, friends. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Abhay, who's a good friend who's conducting all these webinars, the debrief webinars, and keeping us busy and also keeping us thinking on various topics. So he just requested me if I could speak on one of my letters which I have sent to the Honorable Chief Justice of India just 2 3 days back regarding a suggestion which I know various people may have different opinions. A suggestion regarding what could be the situation beyond post lockdown in case the lockdown is eased out after 3rd of May. So I would just like to just in brief tell what I have stated uh, and how we can compensate for the lost judicial time. Uh, it's a 3 4 page letter which I have sent. I hope it reaches him on time because I just read in the newspaper yesterday that a decision is to be taken whether to cancel the summer vacation or not. My views are a little different on the point uh, which I've tried to explain. What I have mentioned in my letter is that if we add just 1.5 hours of additional judicial time to the judicial working days beyond 6th of July, which is the normal time when summer vacation would have ended and our normal working would have started. From 6th July to 31st December, I have done a mathematical calculation in my letter, which I have given different tables, which if we can extend that time of working, then we'll be able to cover the entire lost time from 16th of March 2020 to 5th of July 2020. So my calculations are that taking the judicial time which is there, like 4.5 hours of judicial work happens in the Supreme Court today from 10:30 to 1 and 2 to 4. So that is 4.5 hours. So from 16th March to 5th to 17th of May, the total number of judicial working days which I have calculated are 41. So if 41 is multiplied by 4.5, that comes to around 184.5, that is 185 hours, which we would have lost in case the Supreme Court doesn't start normal functioning by 17th of May, which is when the summer vacation would have started in normal course. So that is 185 hours lost of judicial time from 16th of March 2020 onwards. Thereafter, in case what has been the earlier trend, there is one bench which is then in summer vacation, which hears matters for the entire day, takes urgent matters, and then takes the final hearing matters by consent wherever both parties have agreed. There's a list which comes, as everybody knows. So it's like the entire day the judicial one bench functions. So if we take the number of days of that vacation period, which is 35 working days would be there in that vacation period from 18th of May up to 5th of July. So if you multiply 4.5 hours of judicial time into those 35 days, it comes to around 157.5 hours, which means 158 hours. If we take 1/13th of that, because there are, if we, on an average there are around 13 benches which function in Supreme Court generally. So 1/13th of that to be on the conservative side, it would come to around 12.5 12.15 or 12 hours, you can say. So total of 185 plus 12, it comes to 197 hours, which we would have lost judicial time from 16th of March up to 5th of July. So now if we see from 6th July to 31st December, we have 105 working judicial days. I'm not talking of the registry time. Registry works on Saturdays also. That is not under consideration because registry is still working. And still today it should be noted that there are virtual courts which are going on. So I have not taken or deducted that time which is already judicial time which is being given to the for judicial work. But taking at the maximum, we have 105 days. Now, if those 105 days, if we add 1.5 hours of additional judicial time, instead of 4.5 hours, we can work up to 6 hours. Then we will be able to cover 105 into 1.5, which will come to 158 hours, which means out of 197 hours lost, we would have covered 80% of the time, judicial time, which is 158 hours. And the balance 20%, we can reduce some of the vacations which are like Dasera, Diwali, and the New Year vacation, Christmas, New Year vacation, by few days and work the entire day on those days, and we can cover up the rest of the 20%. So in this way, I have just sent a suggestion. It is just a suggestion because in these times, whatever comes, we may be thinking in a particular way. We may be thinking of starting. Everybody's anxious. Everybody wants to start their work, but whether it can be done at the cost of our health is the question. So I hope this suggestion would reach the Honorable Chief Justice of India, and I've emailed it on the Supreme Court email address, and let's hope that some decision is taken, and in the interest of all, taking into consideration all the aspects. And one more aspect I mentioned in my letter is that there are reports which say that air conditioners, common air conditioners where there is air circulation, what happens is that corona in some restaurants in China has spread, is what is the study. So we don't know whether what is the truth behind these studies, but can we take the risk is a question when so many senior citizens come to the Supreme Court, including the honorable judges who are in the vulnerable group above 55 years of age. So whether even if the lockdown is lifted, whether we should start normal functioning or continue with the virtual courts for some time, with maybe higher, better infrastructure or better platform, is the question. So this is what I have annexed, paper cuttings, email cuttings, the internet cuttings. So let's hope we come to know what happens now on 3rd of May, and let's pray that we come out of all these trying times as soon as possible, and we are able to come back to those canteen days and court corridor days where we have coffee and also work. Everybody take care, and I'll sign off with this. Thank you.